All right. Let me tell you a story real quick.
Okay.
Beach Street. So me and Capone, you know Capone, gangster comedy, he hosted Apollo and all that shit. So that was my partner. We auditioned for Beach Street. It was at the Roxy.
Okay.
So we was late. So we got there and it was like, so we got our way onto the stage and we auditioning.
I knew that happened. I didn't know that Capone was with you. But
yeah. So then it was shut down. So I see Dougie Fresh,
okay,
trying to get on. Like he got there after us.
Oh, word?
So he's trying to get on, right? But you know they're telling him now it's dead. Like we was almost dead. He was next. Like you definitely out of here. Like you're too late. So I didn't even finish our routine. I got like somewhere close to where it was like a little break, and I grabbed him and I pulled him up and I gave him the mic, and he starts doing his shit, and he gets in the fucking movie.
What?
So we didn't get in the movie. That's all good, with extras or whatever. It was a good experience. But now, sometimes I think about this story like, did this shit really happen? And this shit, I mean, I wouldn't be telling you of all people this shit. And I don't even know if Dougie remember it.
But you know what's so crazy about that? I get goosebumps from hearing that because, again, honestly, that's just a testament to my mindset and my belief I've always had. Pulling motherfucker up. Like, I really...
I knew what Dougie could do. Like, Dougie gonna get this shit.
For you to do that, for you to be cognizant enough and have the savvy enough to go, he ain't get on. They trying to shit on him too. Let me pull him up because all that's gonna do is help us. And regardless to whether or not you say, I know you're not saying I'm gonna pull him up. He gonna get in the movie and we're not. That's not the motive. You ain't doing that.
No. I just knew Dougie needed to get up there. Like, y'all don't know what this nigga about to do.
This is what I'm saying, man. That goes over so many people's heads, man.
Right, like y'all about to shoot yourself in the foot by not letting this kid in.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then he just fucking blew everybody away.
Goosebumps.
And then that leads me,
And he wound up making it in the movie. Yeah. You said, and he winds up making
Yeah. And that was fantastic. But then it leads up to another sore spot, or a sore spot that I had about that movie was I didn't like, the graffiti was not graffiti, the DJ wasn't none of this shit. But what really got me was y'all Christmas rap, fucking sticking the head through the hole. I was like, y'all should have been on a stage that Melly Mel was on.
I agree.
Y'all should have been the treacherous motherfucking 3 destroying the shit.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And I felt like y'all was reduced, Again, and it's classic and it's dope. But I didn't like that shit.
Those are all the shots that I was taking. And I'm not oblivious to any of that. I see that this is the business dynamic. This is how they pull and move the strings. They did that. They strategically positioned them to be that focal. Sylvia did it because, again, Sylvia had the means to pull those strings within the hip hop, within the entertainment circle. But you're right, and I feel the same way you do because I don't know if you're aware of it, but the Beach Street was supposed to be about the Treacherous.
Yeah, I heard you say something like that.
It's supposed to be us. So if you feel that way, imagine it going from supposed to being about us to us just sticking our heads out the hole. From a creative movie feature, creative cinematic perspective, it looked dope. Like, oh shit, that's creative. But it's cute. It's on stage. It's cute on a screen. But did it serve the Treacherous 3 the opportunity to showcase what they're capable of doing the same way they were allowed Mel and them to do? No.
And I love Harry Belafonte, and I love what he was trying to do, and I love what he did, and I love what he accomplished. But that wasn't taken into consideration.
Exactly.
Who you were
in
the industry. Like it should have been way more serious than that.
I totally agree. And again, I mentioned that when we got the hip hop award, that I'm not. I don't like the movie. I'm just being honest. It's bland. It's surface. It's real Monday. It's blah. The depiction of what hip hop was supposed to be, it just wasn't fully.
The closest thing was Melly Mel at the end.
Right, because he's organically hip hop. Everything else in it wasn't. They try to make it look like hip hop, even by adding little sprinkles of this and that and the other. throw Cool Herc in over here. Let's put Dougie Fresh here. And put the
They
Treacherous.
were using.
That's my
hip-hop.
point. They were just using it, and again, from it to go from Steve Hager, the cat who wrote the book, calling me every 2 days, following me around, getting information to write in his book, for his book to go from his book to a screenplay, and screenplay to get to Hollywood and become a motion picture. And
So was it the same story when it was you guys?
Yes. Like I said, I think I mentioned it before. Look at.
Were y'all gonna star in it, or it was
It
gonna be
wasn't
about
even a
y'all?
movie. It was a book.
Oh.
It was a book about Special K, Easy Lee, Kumo D, and LA. And it went from Special K to Double K, Easy Lee to Little Lee, Kumo to Ramo, LA to Chale.
That's crazy.
A lot of people don't know that. But again, I've just never been the milk crate cat to be like, yo, we got cheated on it. No, I mean, it is. I think everything's supposed to take place the way it takes place. But should I appreciate it all? No.
Yeah, and and it's like now I look back and I get probably the challenges that he had in trying to bring it to the big screen
Right,
and
totally
what you have to do, all that shit. But still, in the process, when you're the one that gets shit on,
Don't set too well.
it's like,
Don't set too well, definitely. But we made the best of it because we had a great time doing it. And Doug
y'all get paid?
Yeah,
I know y'all got paid. I got paid $85 a day.
Right, we got paid. We got a nice piece of change. Them checks were coming in regularly with us doing the Beach Street thing. Doug just happened to be. Doug fell into the movie by us just happening to write him into. I wrote him into it, not. Let me write Doug. We wrote that song on the train coming from meeting down with Belafonte and the movie cast. By the time we got to 25th Street, that song was pretty much done because he had asked us to, man, I want us to do a ghetto Santa Claus, do something humorous and funny. Nigga, that ain't the stretch. But don't get it fucked up. It ain't like we can't do it.
Yeah, we can do it.
Right. I mean, by the time we got uptown from Midtown or wherever, the song was done. And it just organically happened. You asked me for a beatbox, and you know what? I got Dougie Fresh. You know that kid from down the block? Doug lived 2 blocks down the block from me. So all that shit was legitimate. I wasn't saying, let me write something so Doug could be in a movie. It made sense once it was part of the song. And they said, you know what? Like, nah, I can call him right. He'll be in 20 minutes. Called Doug, and Doug was in the movie.
Wow.
And I didn't even know that he was doing the auditioning and
He was trying to get in the
I
motherfucker.
didn't know that. I swear I didn't know. I called Doug right when we got back home.